In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a simple auto repair website inside GoHighLevel that's optimized for lead generation. We're just going to go over the homepage layout first. This tutorial is part of our full auto repair GoHighLevel setup series. You can watch the full build in the link below. And grab your favorite drink. Today's Friday here. We have an Ollie Pop. I got crisp apple. Let's just jump into it. Today is mainly about building a website and creating those workflow automations. Like we talked about, their website here was missing a bunch of pieces. So we're going to show if we create a new site. So to build a home page, you would come into Sites. They have funnels. We're just going to talk about websites. Create new. We're going to take a template and then just refine it from there. Today is car repair. We'll see what it has for examples that you can use, and then you just modify it from here. We'll just go with this template right here. You can preview it if you want to see what it looks like ahead of time. Give you a rough idea. And if we were building this for this customer here, we would actually switch out all their information in their photos. So we're going to import that right now. So it's building that template that we just saw there. So I'll just take a few seconds there. All right, so we have kind of the basic website set up here for the home page. You can see it's pretty good. We would change some of the things that are on here, like adding their logo, the pop-up form here. When it goes to them, we'll have to create that. And we'd obviously put their own photos and change some of the text around. But this is a good starting point to get you going right away. So the next thing we want to do is we'll jump into how to edit some of these items here. If we click on this, you can see down here that it's going to a pop-up contact form. And if we go back, you can actually preview it. So open up a preview window here, and we'll see it's probably not connected. So we're going to show you how to connect a form. Yeah, so it's popping up, but there's no form created. So the next step, we have the website editor here, but we need to go in and actually create a form. So you come into the form builder. We're on the same site section here. Click on builder. Create new. There's templates also you can use, but I like to just create a basic one. First things we're going to need to do when we create that form is update a few things. So first and last name, we don't need two separate field boxes. I like to have just put the full name, drag and drop that over there. Got phone, email. Probably should have also, let's see here, a comment box. Add that there. We'll type that, so that's a comment. This part here is if you're sending SMS messaging, so you have to, if you're doing any phone number text backing, that customer with the lead, you have to have A2P approved. We'll talk about that a little farther here in the video, but basically you have to have, this is the law, that you have to have a checkbox that they check this, and we'd fill in their business information and whatnot there. But if you're going to follow up with a text message, you have to have this, that you're going to market to them or follow up with them so they know that. You want to go in here and just label this as your contact form. So today's, we'll say car repair contact form. So we know what form that is. And then you can also take it a step further if you want to know what type of services they were needing. You can create a checkbox. We could add a checkbox in here and then call it services. Let's see if they have anything on their website for their contact form. I don't remember if they did. So they're not asking for anything really besides question or comments. We got name and phone. So today maybe we won't put the services in, but you could say like brake repair, AC repair. So then when somebody fills this out, it would actually give you a little more information of what they're needing for their car repair. Maybe they don't know what they need fixed. So for this example, we're just going to delete that for now. But if it's the car repair, we probably want to know their make, model, and year of their car. So we'll add those lines in here. So you can see it's pretty simple to add that in there. We want to make it required usually. So required, just click that checkbox. And we're going to want them to leave a comment so we know what their contact is about. So if it has that little asterisk next to it, that means it is required. So we want to make sure we get their name. So after all that is kind of set up, this is a basic form. You will want to come in here and click Save. So now we have that car repair contact form. We can go back out to our website builder and come into the website here, click Edit. And if you remember, the pop-up that showed up here there was no pop-up connected with the contact form. So we want to go into, let's see here, the pop-up settings up here. Click on contact form pop-up, edit that, click here, and now we want to select that form we just made, car repair contact form. So now it's going to put that in there. We click Save. You can upload new photos. Let's say we wanted to change their logo here. You could actually come into it and change the asset file here. So we could back into here and click Upload. We can switch out with their logo. Upload, click Downloads, JC logo. There, we found that logo. It'll upload. We double click on it, pop that in there. It's too small, so we'd want to size it so it's a little larger. You can do that in the settings. We'll come down to the width. Let's bump that up to 50 and see what it looks like. There, that looks a lot better. So the website's starting to come together here. We'd change out all their photos with theirs. The next item. So we did the home page, added a form. We got automations now. So to add an automation, so let's add subtitle, and we'll move that up. And then we'll say something about we will do a text message. And it's white. We should probably change it too so it shows a little better. Okay, so we have a title, subtitle, and then the information. So now the next thing was to do an automation. We're going to come out here, and you're going to want to go into the automations here, and this is where we do the follow-up through the form. So when somebody submits the form, we are going to create a new kind of workflow there for them. So create a new one from scratch. Enable autosave trigger. We're going to find that form submitted. Form is, and find the name of that form. There we go. And we want to save that trigger. The next thing you want to do is assign it to a user. We don't have a user set up here, so I'm gonna have to go back and show you. We'll put our own information in there. So let's just auto-save that. We'll come back into settings here. We need to add staff. And this is where we just add a new user. So we'll just add ourselves. All right, click next. And this is all what you want to have them access to in the website or in GoHighLevel. We're just going to leave it what it is. Click Save. Now, if we go back out into the automations where we can actually add them to the workflow. Here's the workflow we started. You want to make sure you also label it. So we could call this contact form follow-up. And we'll do 7 days. So we're going to send them an automatic text message every day until they reply back with that lead. So you want to make sure also when you do that you set up stop on response here. That was in the settings, because you don't want them to stay in the workflow if they respond back to you. The whole idea is that you're getting in contact them for the first time here through that lead form. So we'll explain a little more here once we get in. So we go back into the internal or assign user, then we'll do internal notification. All right, so we add that. So it's going to notify or apply that to myself here with the new lead. Then we want to send an internal notification. We're going to do it directly in the app. You can title this whatever you want. We'll just say lead, and then we'll say reach out to the new lead. And we should add a tag. This will pull in their name so we know who it is. I'll do full name and save that action. Oh, that's another step I forgot to mention. So when you assign internal notification, you can actually have it redirect to the conversations tab, so you can actually see what's going on with that customer. You can also send an internal notification. Say you want one to send you a text. You can also do that too. So you do SMS. You would put that information in there, same as before. We're not going to do that right now. And so the next phase is to do the SMS message. So we're going to send them now a message. Thank you for contacting our shop. We'll be in contact with you shortly. So we just have that as a simple message, save that. Then we're going to do a wait period. And we're going to wait 2 minutes. And then we are going to send another SMS. How can we help you today? Save that action. And so we already got two SMS messages that we're sending here. Again, we're going to do another wait. And now we're going to wait a day. So turn that to 1 day. And it's good probably to label this also so you know where you are in the workflow. And then down here, you can actually copy these and reuse them and just change the text. So you click copy action, and then you can paste it below here. And so we'd come in here and we just change what it's about. You can say, do you still need help with your vehicle? Message 3, day 2. And then you're just going to come down, you're going to do it again. So we just copy this, copy action, paste. So we're waiting and so forth until you have 7-day follow-up. And so the idea is then if they respond to any of these messages, then it will take them out of the workflow. That's why we have stop on response here. And then also, if you want to make it live, you have to hit publish here and hit save. That'll make it live. Again, this is just a structured showing a demo here. You would actually fill this out more information. But now, if they came in and they went to that website page, clicked on this, and they filled all the information out, now it's going to follow up with that sequence of that workflow automation that we just created. The SMS follow-up, we have automation, how to add one, but we didn't go over the chat widget. So if we go back into sites here, in sites, you can actually go to chat widget, create a new. They got a couple different forms that you can set up here. So for the chat widget, that's what goes in the bottom right-hand corner of your website. A lot of times you'll see like the live chat, but the problem with that, if you've seen that on sites, is it's not ideal because your customer had to stay on that website page to be talking with you. So what we want to do is a SMS email chat, and that will allow, once they put their email or their text in or their phone number in, it'll allow them to get a text message back to them so you can talk to them whenever. So that's kind of the idea with that. So down here in the bottom right, you'll see what it has for a default. We can come in here and change the style. So if we look at our website, they had some dark red in there, or ours we're building right now is blue. You can actually change it, different colors here if you want to change it. We're just going to leave it that blue for today. You can also change what you want it to say. We can change out the avatar here, that photo of the lady there. We can change it to the business owner of this company, or we could put their logo down there. There's a couple different styling you can do there. Title, intro, you can change additional information. There's a bunch of stuff here. But yeah, that's the basic of it for a chat widget. Once you set that up, you just click save, and I'll show how to add it real quick into the GoHighLevel website. So if you come back to your sites, go to websites, click on the website we were building, click on settings, and then see it says chat widget here. Let's go to chat widget 1. That's the one we just created. Save that. And now that website we were building here, go and refresh this page. It'll actually show the chat widget now in the bottom right. So now if we reach out to them, they can follow up with through text message or email, depending on what they put in there. This one, we just did the phone number, but we'd want to add an email box if you wanted to email back and forth them too. Also remember our link below, 30-day free trial. Just do it yourself and build the website. Or if you'd like us to build it for you, you can also reach out to us directly through our contact form, our website down below. There's another link there. Or just leave us a message and we'll reach out to you.